So the defending World Cup champions, Argentina, off to the round of 32. They become the fourth nation to advance following Mexico, the United States, and Germany. Rob Stone, Clarence Seedorf, Peter Schmeichel, back here with you.
I know we have to look that way, but
everything's back there. Yeah, everything is that way, including the crowd. And Lionel Messi, a hat trick in the opener, two more today, and we're starting to run out of words to describe him. We need another dictionary just so we can properly put in context what we're witnessing from that man right there, a GOAT who is just days shy of his 39th birthday.
It's a difference, isn't it? The difference between winning a football game and not winning a football game. Because you can argue that Austria, for very long periods of time, had this game under control. Then, of course, they go 1-0 down. That league, in Argentina, they played that result. But this guy turning up at the right moment, scoring the goals that he's scoring, the second goal, the determination to put that ball in the back of the net. I mean, my God, he is just so good. And what a great honor, by the way, Clarence, to be here again watching.
It's a privilege, Peter, to be able to witness it live. Greatness is happening every time we see this guy. Actually, the question is, does he have any intention to stop? Because that last goal says so much about his ambition still. He's hungry. He was more hungry than all the other players looking at the ball at that time. That says everything about his mentality.
Let me just remind you that before the Algeria game, you said this is going to be his last World Cup.
Yeah. And I hope not. But you know, the logics would say that this would be his last one.
Himself out, is it? He's not running about, really. He's taking a lot of breaks.
But he's on a different level, Peter. His reading of the match, when he needs to be activated, when he needs to help in defense, when he can just rest and just walk, it's brilliance all the time. And that first touch on that last goal, the long ball, I hope we can see that again.
But Rob, we can argue on the first goal that it's a free kick in the build-up to it. But my feeling is that had they taken it back, given that away, then Messi would still have come up with something during that game, and that result would still have been the same.
Just look at this reaction. Messi and his teammates arm in arm in front of their chief cheering section. And Clarence, I think you hit on a really important point. The joy, the happiness, the excitement in his goals. Not that that's unique, but we saw real fist pumps, real happiness. You saw him after that second goal, high-fiving photographers as he was going by. The spark in the fire, it's still there.
It's absolutely there, Rob. And I think the difference what I'm seeing from this World Cup in Qatar is there was some kind of heaviness on that in Qatar. He never won it yet, so all the focus was he needs to still show that he can win a World Cup. Well, that's gone now. Now we're seeing Messi really at the top of his game, his mindset, the reading of the match, the touches, the brilliance. We see it in everything, and the joy, as you said, Rob. I mean, I'm loving to see him smile so much, and not just because he scored goals, Peter. This guy is with his teammates before going inside after the first half. They come together, his leadership. What have you seen?
I think that's a big difference from 3.5 years in Qatar to now. When I look at that team, yes, they have team spirit. Yes, they work hard for each other. But when I look at them when they come on the pitch here for warm-up, when I see them during the game, and what I've seen just now leaving the pitch, is a togetherness which is rare in football. Not so rare, but rare at the top levels. Because you got top players, and they all want to be the main guy. They all know that this guy here, Messi, is the top guy. They accept that, and therefore they can build up that atmosphere. It's a proper team. The only question mark I have is in periods today, the Austrians actually took over and controlled it. Now, is that because you think, or do you think that's because they are building up in the tournament, so they're playing the tournament, or is that the level?
I do think, Peter. I think Argentina Argentina is the type of team that can sit back sometimes in the match and say, okay, oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful moments, by the way. The legends coming there. Amazing, amazing. Show some respect to this guy. I think Argentina as a team has that clinical mentality. They can wait for their moment. They're under pressure. They will fight. They will bite into the adversaries. They will defend because they know they will create one or two chances and they will take it.
Dan Fletcher in Owen Hart was talking about in commentary that they are just slowly building into the tournament. I mean, they've scored 5 goals and not conceded a single goal. By the way, Argentina hasn't scored 5 goals. Messi scored 5 goals.
Peter, remember Qatar.
Yeah.
Qatar brought them to the victory. They know what it takes. They have the winning formula, and you can read it in through the matches. That sometimes they just say, okay, take your ball. We'll sit here and we'll take our moment.
Does it worry you though that it's only Messi getting the goals through 2 matches?
No, it doesn't worry me because it means that the other killers that they have, like Lautaro and Martinez, that they're still right there. Alvarez, we know these guys can all score goals. So I think that the momentum is now with Messi. They're going on that wave, but I'm sure that when it's needed, the other guys will stand up.
Plenty more still to come from Dallas. Remember, Messi missed that early penalty kick.
Goal, broke the record. Yeah, as we said before, it's going to be about Messi, and it seems to be at the minute all about Messi.
Could have scored a hat-trick, huh?
He had a few more chances.
Good chance if he showed first intention and plus the penalty.
And he might need those goals because Mbappe is going to be hot on his heels, isn't he? And a little bit younger,
will.
so he'll be ruining any missed chances. I mean, you could see in so many ways tonight how that team plays for him and how he conserves his energy. He doesn't need to run as much, to sprint as much, Cesar.
Yeah, he was in the right position. I think he created a few chances. He was arriving in the box. We could see how he was finding the right space with the ambition to score goals. And we've seen a good Messi despite his penalty miss.
Yeah, it was a great goal, wasn't it? And Danny, I think, facetiously said he missed the penalty on purpose so he could score a goal like this to be the record.
Yeah, but finally he's human, you know. Can miss penalty, and but the most important that he just step up, just leave it behind him, and was at the right place at the right time. And thanks to Almada, there. Okay, it's like an assist from him. I don't know if we could see if he yell at him like leave the ball, leave it. Sometimes you have the time to tell to your teammates. I don't know. Maybe he took the information before.
He's aware.
He's aware.
His head. He knows exactly
let's see.
where.
He took a look.
Yeah, so
could have seen. He scanned it before. Yeah. So assist credit for Almada. And Messi never missed that.
Almada does incredibly well there as well, doesn't he, Ashley? You know, to let it go.
Yeah, and it's tempting to, you know, what we said before the game, that his team are playing for him. I don't think that was the case in that situation. I just think that he understood that whoever it was, this time being Messi, was in a better position to score the goal. But yeah, here we can see the goal scored. And incredible, the numbers that you said before. And what's really impressive, we was watching him off the ball, and he just walks and walks, and he conserves his energy. But what's really impressive is how bright he is. As soon as Argentina win it, he gets himself off the defender and in a position where he can receive it.
That is his 6th World Cup game in a row that he's scored, which is also a record. There's another record coming up which he might not want, which comes off the back of the missed penalty, actually. So should we have a look at the incident? You said he's human after all, but let's look at the incident first, because there's been a disagreement between you guys as to whether or not this was...
and myself. Defender, striker point of view. Yeah. I think that's not the best first touch from Lautaro to start. But yeah, I've seen from the beginning that the number 5 touch is tapping foot, Posh. And I think that's why, you know, the review on the VAR.
But is this a clear and obvious mistake from the referee?
Yeah, but, you know, nowadays...
That's the question why VAR comes in.
Nowadays, like, a small contact is enough. And I think... you know, as long as, when he's been called by the VAR to review the...
You're not denying the contact, you just don't think it was clear and obvious enough.
Yeah, I've seen 2 contacts from Posh and the other defender, who I think he gets the foot from Lautaro, but think the referee might see the contact, but not enough to be a penalty. So I don't know. Those VAR calls are tough to predict, to be fair. You know, I didn't expect the VAR to come
I'm just sitting there enjoying the argument when it was happening. I don't have a...
that could happen in training between us. It never happened.
No, I think it's... I can see both points of view, but I do think that Poch touches Lautoro's
he doesn't touch the ball. That's clear. Yeah, that's clear.
There is contact. OK, let's have a look at the penalty then, because he was very, as he always is with his penalty taking, very, very relaxed. But Cesar, you spotted the goalkeeper Schläger giving him a little bit of... There you go.
He's
trained.
Yeah.
He's trained.
Well, each one they play their part to try to save the penalty. So he was feeling confident. I mean, he stood on his ground.
Emiliano Martinez is so good at penalty because he's playing that drama before the penalty, playing with the striker, trying to get in his head. And that's what he tried to do, maybe, you know.
But we've seen the goalkeeper even had a little, it looks like a little tiny in his heel, that if he's made the save, was the right call, yeah?
He has scored, he's taken more penalties than anybody else in the World Cup, but he's missed more as well, because he's now missed 3 out of the 7 he's taken. This is obviously not in shootouts, Ashley. So it's, you know, we're clutching at straws here. It's a tiny weakness.
I think if they get him off penalties, he's got to get off penalties. He's no good at them. He's not very good at penalties.
Who's going to do that to Leo Messi?
Well, if they get another one in the second half, I guarantee he takes it again.
Yeah, absolutely. And it didn't obviously put him out of his stride, did it? Because there